What's your name?
Thelma M. Duggan.
Okay. How old are you and what year were you born?
I'm 82, born 1942,
Okay. Where did you grow up?
in Forsyth, and then we moved to Randolph, Randleman.
What kind of house did you have?
We had a white house. Well, to start out with, we had a sort of a plank house, and then we moved into a white house.
So by plank, what do you mean? Was it like?
It was not painted. It was just like planks. The house was made of different planks, but they weren't planks. They weren't painted.
Okay. And how far did you go in school?
I graduated
Where'd you graduate from?
Randleman High School in Randleman.
Okay.
What year did you graduate?
Yeah, what year did you graduate? You remember?
1960.
1960. Okay. What was your favorite thing to do as a kid?
I used to like to ride my bicycle and play hopscotch.
Hopscotch. Okay. And you played playhouses?
Oh yes, I had playhouses under the tree. Mama would give me her empty bottles and cans and things to make different things.
Mud
Cook
pies
with.
and cooking, yeah.
We made mud pies.
And you took her snuff can and done what?
I took her snuff can and put cocoa in it, made like we had snuff.
Oh, you're just faking.
Mama used to like her two-rose snuff.
Did you know your grandparents?
Yes, but they died a while after. I didn't know them very long. They lived up in Walkertown.
Okay. Was that your mama's parents or your daddy's
My
parents?
mom was.
Okay. Did you farm and did you raise your own food?
Yes, we used to have a big, big farm. And my brothers used to help farm, and sometimes I would hand leaves. We raised tobacco.
And you grew your own food?
Yeah, we grew corn and we grew wheat and we planted tobacco. And we had several gardens. Me and Mama, or mostly Mama, she would can and I'd wash the fruit jars.
What kind of meats did y'all have to eat?
We used to have hogs and chickens, and we would hang the hams and the shoulders and things in the smokehouse. Then we'd put the rabbit stuff, we'd can those in jars.
But you said one time she used to fix a different meat. What meat was that?
She used to fix possum, but I didn't like possum.
Ew.
What did possum taste like?
It looked sort of like chicken. It was white, and I could barely eat it. But
What kind of meat is a possum? Is it a fat meat or a lean meat?
sort of a white meat, sort of like chicken breast.
Mm.
Ugh. So what was your favorite food when you were a kid?
I like chicken mostly and ham.
See, that surprised me because I thought you was going to say candy.
I like candy too.
What was your childhood like?
Well, I didn't have very many friends. My brothers and sisters, few of them was at home, then they finally got married, moved out, and I had about one sister left. And we lived out in the country, so you didn't have many people to play with. I had one, her name was Patsy. We would play together. And I remember Mama used to say, "Be back when I tell you, or you'll get a switching."
Did you obey that? Was you back?
Oh, sure, most of the time.
Did you ever get whoopings growing up?
Oh, sure. Mama used to like to use her switch.
But you was the baby though.
That didn't make no difference.
What'd you get a whooping for?
Oh,
Come on, you can tell it.
well, sometimes maybe a little late coming back from playing, or maybe, I don't know for sure, probably messing up something in the house.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had, let's see, 4 brothers and 5 sisters, and now they've all died.
Did you get an allowance?
No, not really. We didn't have much money.
What was your first car?
First car. I didn't get no car till we got married.
Okay, what was that? What was that car?
Oh, was it a 55, Jenny?
Let's think a little on that.
All right. Well, while he thinks about that, why don't
You can
you
pause.
That's not big.
say it one more time? One more time. Say it one more time.
What was your first car?
60 Chevrolet.
60 Chevy.
Chevrolet what? Studebaker?
60 Chevrolet's all I know. I'm not no good on cars.
Bel Air.
A Bel Air.
A Bel Air. 60 Chevrolet Bel Air.
Bel Air. What was your first job?
When I worked for a man that owned a clothing store.
Like a department store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did you do? Was you
I was a salesperson.
salesperson?
Loans department.
Bombs department
Okay.
store.
So how hard was it when you were growing up?
Well, not too hard. We didn't have a lot of money, but we had everything we needed. My dad and mama always worked together. And the children always had what they needed.
What was your first ever memory that you can really remember? Like from your childhood? Like what was like one of the first memories you remember?
Mama used to let me ride up the road to the little store that had monkeys, and I could get a little sack of candy.
By yourself you rode up there? How far away was it from your house?
It was probably up to the end of the road.
That was a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we lived out in the country,
Yeah.
and he had monkeys. He didn't have any children, and he babied those monkeys like they were his children.
Well, we know what having children that act like monkeys are. So, what were your chores growing up?
Oh, I used to have to wash dishes, and, sweep the house, and dust. And I used to have to mow, plus cut grass around the flowers, whitewash the rocks, help wash clothes.
Yeah. So, did your parents make or buy your clothes?
Some my sister made, and then we bought some clothes.
What's your favorite gospel song?
Jesus loves me.
What's your favorite Bible verse? 3:15. John 3:16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my memory's getting bad.
Who taught you to drive?
Junior, mostly. No, I have to take it back. Because we had to take driver's ed in school, and I had to pass in in school to graduate. So I had to learn at school.
So you drove a car in school?
Yeah, pass driver's test, driving,
Yeah.
school. Then Junior let me drive some after we got married, but Mama wouldn't let me get a car.
Why?
Because we really couldn't afford it.
Oh, okay. So, what was your best Christmas gift as a kid?
Probably my baby doll.
Oh, you have baby dolls.
I got one on the bed, didn't I?
Okay, you still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. What age did you start working?
Probably 18, probably.
What's a funny childhood memory? Can you remember anything funny that happened when you were little?
Well, I climbed up on the hog pen thing one time and split my leg.
Well, that ain't funny.
Well, she's laughing about it now.
What about the lawnmower when you was going to try to use a lawnmower that time?
Oh, I couldn't get the, what was that?
You didn't choke it.
Huh?
You didn't choke it.
You didn't choke it.
Oh. Another thing I liked to do growing up was swinging on a vine across the creek.
Like Tarzan?
Yeah.
No, none of that.
I can't imagine you doing that.
Me neither.
We did. Me and my friend Patsy.
And this will be the last one for this time. What age did you start dating?
Probably, say 17.
17. Well,
I have like 3 more minutes. You can ask one more question.
so, well, I mean, just tell us something that you remember doing as a kid, other than
What is something that you noticed throughout your life that has changed dramatically from the time you was little to the time to this day and age?
Grown up too, being a respectful person.
No, I mean what's something like big that's happened in the world that you have noticed that's changed from the time you were little to the time you are now, to the age you are now?
maybe some kind of invention that you would have never thought would have happened?
The telephone.
Like the cell phone, maybe?
Yeah, cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't. I don't think none of us ever thought there'd be anything such as a cell phone. Well, my kids did because they grew up on one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so.
Boy, it's a lot of questions.
Well, that's all for today.
Yeah,
Until we think of some more. So.
We're gonna cut it short right now.
Yeah.
All right. And